Good morning, welcome to Pieces Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint things. Right now I'm still trying to eat breakfast, so, you know, it's been a bumpy morning. I don't know if that ever happens to you guys. I think everybody has a bumpy morning. I had a lot of fun with my kids yesterday. Sorry I wasn't here. I hung out with them and we did some D&D stuff. It was great. Had a good time. Played some, dungeon crawling kind of stuff. Nothing too serious, but since they were off, they convinced their dad to play hooky. So, you gotta like that. Anyway, let's get me down over here. We're going to start the music. Bam. I was trying to get this done before I had to go on, but I had to deal with appointments doctors calling for me to set appointments, which is never fun, but you gotta do it. Try to stick around as long as possible, hang out with everybody. Okay, so we got a couple things to do on our base today. We're gonna finish getting I got the pipes off the deal, or the pipe pieces off the deal, and started getting placed in. I got the other two to kind of show you how that comes off, just so you see it. They worked out pretty good. They're gonna look great. So just gotta get them in there right, and then we'll fill in the parts where it's not seamless. We want it to look seamless, so we'll fill it in there where it's got gaps and stuff like that. Make it look right. So speaking of, you're just gonna kind of very gently get underneath them, and they usually come loose pretty easily. Not always. I'll say that now, and then it won't come off. There we go. Man. It's just nerve-wracking when you get started on it. Like, oh, is it gonna pop off easy, or is it gonna come off hard? There it goes. Hello, Francois. Yeah, that one's a little too thick. I'm going to go with this one. Finish the castigator overhead. I think we're going to have to glue that one and get it to stay where it needs to be. The other one is in there without any glue. It just chills. This one is going to need just a touch of glue to stay down. Make sure there's nothing blocking it. this glue. Be real careful this time. Pull that right out. Even Bishop McBeardsley. There's the guy you should ask, Francois. McBeardsley comes up with good names. We need a name for a Castigator Dreadnaught. For Francois. Alright, that's not too shabby right there. Oh, I've never played as a Dark Angel in my playing career. This is the first time I've ever painted Dark Angels. I'm only No, it's a Dreadnought. It's like this. It's like one of these, but it's not. It's got different setups. It's not. Castigators look different. I would usually. It seems like they're naming everything after like angels and things like that. Cause like Azrael and Belial and all that stuff. All the Dark Angels, like major names, all seem to be like angels' names. Well, it's not a Dreadnought. Those are Titans. Cascaders are Titans, right? Or they're Dreadnoughts. I think there's both. If I remember right. I think there was a Castigator Dreadnought. Maybe it is just Titans. Because that's a Castigator Titan. And they're sweet. And I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's right. It's the contemporary that's the Dreadnaught. War Griffins. So, maybe something hawk or something like that. Maybe that in a different language, like. That is a little good. Welsh isn't good either. I don't know. Oh man, so like knights are like smaller versions of the big crazy titans you see whenever they show them in animations. So I think you can see a titan. There's a couple fights where you can see some knights in the animations, but they're like big. And then let's see, a knight has a crew of, is it 2 or 3 on a crew on a knight, or is it just a single person pilots that? I forget. I've never bought one of them, but because the models are they're like twice the size of this thing. It's like, or 3 times it. They're big. I'd have to put the camera up to get it all in. They're really cool though. It's a cool thing. It's just one. Yeah. Yeah, and it's only 60 feet tall, where like the really big titans can get even bigger. Yeah, 14 inches. The model, that's the model itself. The Titan's 60 feet. I would name it, man, like, because the name of the equipment is one thing, and then there's different pilots that are in it, and then you'd want to name it like Nighthawk or because it's old. If you're putting it where they're back during the Ring Den, then it's old. So he'd have like one of those original names. Could even like maybe do in Latin. What is Nighthawk in Latin? That might be good. There we go. Noctuum. Noctuum. That's kind of neat. You could do like Nighthawk of something and make that in Latin. No, not Hawk Tua. That's stop it. Yeah, you could use like Nighthawk or Blackwing or you got man you could do a bunch of stuff, because like everything in the Dark Angel stuff is all like knightly things, and like Crusader era knight, like that's the kind of deal. Good. Terrible. That's terrible. Here, I was just talking about how good you are at names, and you're gonna go and embarrass me. It's amazing. You should do it more often. It's fantastic. It makes for good shit. It makes for good TV or stream or whatever you call it. All right, I'm gonna just put like a little. I'm gonna put just a tiny little hop to super glue here, and we're gonna lock these things down. it's one of the things I really like about this gel, because it kind of stands for you for a second. I'm still kind of getting like confident with it. It works really pretty well. Okay, right there where it's connecting. I want some glue there, and then we can probably put a little bit right there. The reason I'm going to use a super glue here instead of a different kind of glue, is super glue. It's going to go up pretty good. Suppression. Suppression fire. You man, I don't know. You could name him after like a famous Crusader knight. That would be cool. I don't know, there's a bunch of different ones. You could take one of these names and then do something like that Nocturne of Toulouse, Nocturne of Vermandois. You could add some sort of back name to it. So like these are like Lambert, Count of da-da-da-da. So you could put like that Latin word for Nightwing that we were looking at, and then add of some place, and it doesn't, you know, you just choose whatever place you want it to be. That's just up to you, and to whatever sounds like good off the roll when it rolls off your tongue. That would be okay. That'd be a neat way to name it. Constructed on Mars in 29. It's old. Yeah, I mean, you could go for like Lancelot or something like that. Or name him after an angel. Because, like I said, a lot of the big ones are named. Belial is an angel, and there's a lot of angels. Like Jamil. See, that's even where they got Abaddon. Abaddon's one of the angels. Hanel. Zedekiel. Seraphel. That's a fun one. Seraphel. That's one of the archangels. Seraphel. According to this one little thing. According to Wikipedia, which is not the most reliable, but that's a neat name. Oh no, I already put that on here. Metatron, I put that on this one. I guess we could put it on another one. I still need to go clean that up. It's not quite right. It looks like one of the Marines probably wrote it. Yeah, no, I put Metatron here, and then it's Search Scribe. I think if I remember, I put Search Scribe down here. Search Scribe. Yeah, it's no worries, man. Okay, so now we gotta fill in these gaps and make this look proper. Probably actually. Yeah, Dawnbringer's good. Yeah, yeah. Any of that stuff's gonna look great. I think for like a knight, you want that kind of name. You want like that kind of. You don't necessarily need it to be named, Richard of Glastocow or whatever like that. It definitely gets to have that cool name of like Storming Eagle. That's a good that's a good one. I would go with something like that too. Just because you get to have that kind of fun with a knight. All your other guys get the name like, oh, his name's Bob. Kid like a normal name. But it's not actually Bob. I mean, I guess it could be if you really wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, Richard of Butticus would definitely be. Yeah, they definitely you definitely got to give those pilots some really really pretentious ass names. Godfrey of something completely unpronounceable. But yeah, the machine itself gets you got to give it a cool name. Dawnbringer is a good one. So is Storming Eagle. Bane of the Abyss. Ah, man, Abyss. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually a Grey Knight player. Is what I played when I was playing. The most recent game I played as Tyranids. I'm doing Dark Angels because the the audience poll told me to do Dark Angels. Um, I don't really have like a preference, honestly. I thought the Grey Knights were pretty cool. So when I was a kid, so I played them. I've always liked like Demon Slaying and stuff like that. Artorias, that's actually a pretty good name. Okay, now Keep showing me more gray. There we go. Alright, so we're going to let that dry, and while that's drying off, we are going to I'm going to cut a little bits of pieces to kind of build out the rest of what would have been. I'm guessing this is the way it's set up. We're going to make this as kind of like where the water was supposed to go in from maybe a creek or something and go under the road, because that's the only thing that makes sense. But like all this is deteriorating. You can see like the rebar and stuff like that. So we need to put like some more chunks of like concrete and stuff down. We got 2 layers of chunk here. We got one that's a little thicker that we could probably do with foam, and then we've got this one. It's about the size of poster board. So we've got that. I had some foam core over here. I guess I didn't know. Oh. Pieces of foam or something. Oh. Oh. I always got tons of scrap foam bits and things like that. Work out great for this sort of stuff. Manus. Well, we have a Manus in 40k. Ferris Manus of the Iron Hands. His name is Iron Hands, and his legion is called the Iron Hands. And you might not be surprised to learn this, that he in fact has Iron Hands. And so anybody who tells you that 40k is serious, remind them. Yeah, that'd be cool. Man, I know Storming Eagle sounds pretty good. It brings that, especially since there's Dark Angels and everything on there. There's like wings and stuff. I have a lot of that motif. Storming Eagle might be good. Oh yeah, I was making more chunks of it. This would be better. No, I want to use this knife. There we go. So that second layer is about this thick. Maybe a little thicker than we needed them to be. Yeah, if I ever get this army finished, I'll finally play a game as Dark Angels. But yeah, that'll be fun. We could get there eventually. I did get a Belial. I have one. Yeah. Bounce it off us, brother. Bounce it off us. I did pick up Belial, so I have this guy. It was given to me by my friends that I paint with, so kind of fun. So I got this one. He's gonna be cool. So there's my first official named character I have, Dark Angels wise. Just a small piece over here. Wolfgang von Franz von Kuber. Yeah, that sounds right. Storming Evil, the Void Stalker. Heck yeah, man. That's what you do. That's it. That's the one. That's the one. their titles. You got to have like savior of such and such. You got to, because we have bringer of dawn at da 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 da, savior at yeah 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 yeah. Destroyer of Sentinel of the Abyss is not bad. Oh, Holy Adjudicator. That's a good one. Guardian of the Secrets, Destroyer of Lives. That's good too. That's good stuff.
if we can get all this little stuff done today, we'll be in great shape. That'll work. Adjudicator is definitely a good word here. Anyway you get it used, that one's going to be a good one. little bit of encouragement. Didn't really feel like it was setting in there right. Put a little more glue at these contacts where it's meeting up right here. Make sure that stuff's going to stay on when it dries. These are going to be in pretty good shape. Just like making little chip pieces here. Kind of add them into these places where they seem to fit. Great way to use up your miscuts and excess and stuff like that. Okay, now I'm going to try and add a little bit to some of the tops of this to kind of give it that two-layered like this has. Yeah, I'm positive Francois is more up on lore than both of us. So don't feel bad. Yeah, Ascendant of Angels. That sounds good too. Kind of keeping that same mode going. Ooh, Blazing Talon's nice too. Both of those are good. Ooh. Still on about that game. I'm excited. I'm excited you're getting ready to get it. I can't wait for you to tell us all about it. There you go. Sounds pretty fitting to me. I mean, it sounds to me like that's the way you should go, honestly. If the sword's already there. Yeah. We're just gonna keep going until it sounds right. Yeah. To keep dropping in there. Brainstorming. Definitely the way to do it. Just a little bit more this direction. There we go. And don't worry too much about gaps like this. We are going to fill that in with stuff. What we need to do is we need to get this to dry glue-wise, and then we can fill in some other things. And worst comes to worst, you could just take all this material here and just start packing it in there. Give it something to sit on. Careful about putting too much of it in there though, because then it won't. It's not going to sit in properly. There we go. Just little bits of it. this just to get it to settle in right. All right. Well, we gotta let that dry, and we'll finish up some more of that little debris from this installation. Let all this dry up. Should be. I'll finish this. It's gonna be the same kind of work. I'll just keep doing it until we get to a certain place, and we'll start adding. We'll leave some edges here for a little bit of grass and stuff like that. But I kind of want to bring this concrete piece here to make it look like it was supposed to be part of the road, but now it's kind of broken or whatever, and kind of help bring it all together. We're gonna have to, once this dries up, we'll have to do a little bit of, some sanding and filing work here to get that all caught up. But I can definitely get that done for tomorrow, so we can get to finishing this thing. Because good lord. Okay, here we go. Blazing Talon, the Void Stalker, bringer of dawn, sentinel of the abyss, guardian of secrets and destroyer of lies, adjudicator of virtue, ascendant of angels, the storming eagle of Badab, risen of ashes. Yeah, that's good. That sounds right. That sounds 40. Definitely. Well, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you coming by. Appreciate everybody stopping in. It was a lot of fun to brainstorm that out. I gotta get to getting some other things accomplished. Got a sleep study I gotta do tomorrow. Gotta look at. I think I just got some blood results in earlier today again. So everything seems to be okay so far, and we're just gonna keep kind of plugging away at it. Again, I appreciate everybody coming by. It's a lot of fun getting. Absolutely, man. It's a lot of fun getting that name set up for you. Is the way. That's kind of what we want to be, right? A little community. It's good stuff. Yeah. Be back at you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Doing close to the same bat thing. Hopefully, actually, should be into painting and flocking tomorrow. Should be great. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate you coming by, and we're gonna talk to you next one. Bye.